What's going on, Guardians? Salty is back with another build video, and in today's build video we are bringing you the Arc Warlock. This is a really fun build to use. It's one of my favorite builds to use whenever I'm just running around doing nonsense with my friends or just running little things in the game. I don't really use this build too much in in-game per se, but this build is a lot of fun to use for whatever you're doing. So moving right on to it, dim link will be down below as usual, and we're starting off with the abilities, which is going to be Healing Rift and Burst Glide. And then we're going on to our melee, which is going to be Chain Lightning. So when you use this melee ability, you have an extended melee range, and the attack jolts targets and chains lightning to nearby targets, and increases additional sets of chains if you're amplified. Then we're going with the Arc Bolt Grenade, which you don't have to use Arc Bolt if you don't want to. It's just what I use because the Arc Bolt Grenade chains lightning to nearby targets as well, and that's what I like about this build. You can just amplify the entire battlefield and just turn it into a giant conductor. It's a lot of fun. So running on to the aspects, we're going with Arc Soul. So when you cast your Rift, you get an Arc Soul that fires at targets in front of you. Allies can also pass through your Rift and gain an Arc Soul as well, so you can have multiple Arc Souls on the field. And your Rift recharges faster when allies are near. Then on top of that, while you're amplified, your Arc Souls are supercharged and gain increased rate of fire. They're like little arc turrets that just shoot at everything in front of you. So for the next aspect, we're going with Electrostatic Mind. So defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jolted and blinded targets creates an Ionic Trace. Ionic Traces are pure arc energy that travels along the ground seeking towards its creator. When picked up, Ionic Traces grant ability energy. And for the fragments, we're going with Spark of Recharge. So while critically wounded, your melee and grenade energy will regenerate more quickly. Then we're going with Spark of Discharge. So arc weapon final blows have a chance to create Ionic Traces. And then we're going with Spark of Ions, so defeating a jolted target creates an Ionic Trace. And then finally, ending it with Spark of Shock, so our arc grenades will jolt targets. So we're pairing this with the exotic helmet Fallen Sunstar, and the exotic perk for this helmet is called Ionic Conductor. So Ionic Traces you create move faster and grant additional ability energy. Nearby allies also gain ability energy when you collect an Ionic Trace. Moving on to our armor mods, we're going with Heavy Ammo Finder and Scout with a Harmonic Siphon on our helm, so that we can create orbs and heavy for ourselves and our teammates. Onto the arms, we're going with Firepower so that our grenade final blows will create orbs. Bolstering Detonation so that we gain class ability energy when we deal grenade damage. And then Fastball for the grenade chuck. For the chest, you can run whatever you want. I always recommend running resist mods, but it's 100% optional. For the legs, just run surges to match whatever your heavy assault weapon is. I use a lot of arc weapons on this build, so I'm usually running arc surges myself. And for the class item, we're going with Font of Restoration for the enhanced recovery and Time Dilation for the longer lasting armor charges. So, how this build essentially works in a nutshell is you go into whatever activity you want to do, start spamming abilities, start spamming arc kills and arc weapon kills. When you get arc weapon kills, you're going to get Ionic Traces. When you get ability kills, you're going to get Ionic Traces. With Fallen Sunstar, they're going to travel further to you, and they're going to give you more ability energy per Ionic Trace. I mean, your abilities are going to recharge very, very fast. And this build is a lot of fun to use. You can use it anywhere in the game. I choose not to take it into Master or I guess Master Dungeons and Master Raids or Grandmasters. I don't really use it in that kind of in-game. That being said, Legend Lost Sectors, Master Lost Sectors, I'll run this build all day long inside Lost Sectors. It is so much fun. In normal raids, I'll run this build in normal raids as well. That being said, this video is a little more on the shorter side. There's really not much to this build. It's just kind of a slay out and make traces, and spam abilities. That's all there really is to this build. It's very simple to use. It's very good for new players. And it's very good if you're kind of in the burnout stage, you want to do something fun in the game, just throw this build on, go slay out in like an easy activity, and cast that burnout away. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one tomorrow. And if you're enjoying the series so far, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, say hi. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one.